Minnesota Vikings acquiring Dexter Lawrence equals Super Bowl. You can't guarantee it, but it definitely increases their chances. Heavy, definitely increases their chances, right? Heavy. That's Dexter Lawrence, different animal, different specimen. And the way the Vikings defense is playing already, how the trenches are playing. Number one in the run game, run defense. Huh? Dexter Lawrence would definitely be an asset, dog. And if it's any way this trade can happen, I'm gonna get into the article in a minute. But if it's really any way that this trade can happen, wow, I say you do it. You must do it. Oh yeah, you must do it. No questions asked. Dexter Lawrence, yeah, changes your whole defense. The defense is already elite. It takes it to a whole different level. A whole different level, dog. Does Dexter Lawrence equal Super Bowl? It could possibly equal Super Bowl for the Vikings. No cap. Big dude, big body. On a Giants team, they beat the Seahawks. That was a good win. But does he really want to be a Giant? Does he really want a Super Bowl? If he had the opportunity to play for the Vikings, do you think he would turn it down? I don't think so. I don't think he would turn it down at all, dog. And how much money would you give the man? What draft capital would you give up? That's the big question. But man, you can get Dexter Lawrence, put him alongside Harrison Phillips, who's playing great football. Taki Tamani, put him on the Vikings interior. Oh man, dog, we talking about top number one defense for real. Number one defense for real, without a shadow of a doubt, dog. Talk about stopping the run game, plugging up the run game. Him and Brian Flores' scheme. Wow, dog. That'll be terrifying. You think the Vikings defense is spooky now. They say the Vikings defense is spooky now, huh? You acquire Dexter Lawrence. Huh. Don't guarantee a Super Bowl, but a damn near guarantee a Super Bowl. You hear me? Huh? Dude who can play the pass and the run. He can get to the quarterback. Big body. One of the best nose tackles, if not the best, definitely top two in the game. Oh man, come on, bro. Come on, man. It'll be very tough to beat the Vikings. It's tough to beat them now, dog. But you get Dexter Lawrence, you put him in the mix. Wow, bro. Shout out Two-Tone in the building. Shout out Two-Tone in the building. For years, if we had him. Man, come on, bro. You talk about putting him alongside Grenard, him opening up space for linebackers to run around Ivan Pace, Blake Cashman, taking up bodies so they can fly around and get to the ball. Come on, bro. Man, it'll get real scary out here, baby. It'll get real scary out here, dog. Man, you don't pass this up. If I'm the Vikings, and if this is a real possibility, you don't pass this up. I don't care what you got to give up. Now, you ain't got to get crazy, but I don't care what you got to give up, dog. You handle that business. You handle that business, huh? Period, man. You handle that business with Dexter Lawrence. Huh? No disrespect to Harrison Phillips, but Dexter Lawrence come up in here? What? He is your number one interior lineman off rip. No disrespect to Harrison Phillips, right? We know what it is. He's in his own different. He's in his own zone, dog. He's in his own bracket, right? Yeah, dog. He's in his own bracket, man. Come on, bro. Talk about power, speed, agility, athleticism at that size. What he brings to the table, dog. You saw him versus the Seahawks. You see him every week, boy. So yes, if they can acquire Dexter Lawrence, you get him, no hesitation. Kwesi may cook. Kwesi may cook it up. He may work something out. Why wouldn't the Vikings go all in? You 5-0. Obviously, you're a Super Bowl caliber team to this point in the season. Why wouldn't you go all in if you can? If the possibility is there, huh? Is Dexter Lawrence worth the first round or second round? Shit, I might say hell to the yeah. Huh? I might say hell to the yeah, dog. Dexter Lawrence, a different specimen, a different animal. Huh? Muhammad Sahil, what up, big dog? Dexter is being talked about and Williams from the Jets. Quentin Williams. Hey, I'll take either one, but I would prefer Dexter Lawrence, homie, no cap. Now I'll take Quentin Williams too. Oh man, you talk about Quentin Williams. He's in the mix now. This is getting that. Hey, that's even more better, Muhammad. Now you got options. Now they got options. You hear me? Oh man. Either one of those guys, I'll be satiated with. But Dexter Lawrence, man, nah, bro. Talk about getting you over the hump. Talk about winning the North. No way does he affect your team negatively, dog. And I'm sure he has a positive attitude as well. No way does he affect your team in a negative fashion. All positive but Lawrence. You hear me? All positive, my boy. No cap. Let's get into this article real quick, man. Get into this article, my boy. Make sure you're in the chat, like it up, man. You in the chat, like it up. Support the grind, support the channel. Hold up. Oh, side note. I do have members only available. You want a membership, you want to join the channel, be a member of the channel, dog. You hear me? Support the channel for real with a membership. Hit the join button, dog. Click the join button. You hear me? Click the join button, no cap. If you want to be a member, that is optional now. Yeah, let's get it, man. I say Jets might tank versus the Giants, but that's just my opinion. Are they in tank mode? They may be, possibly. The Jets are in shambles right now, homie. Really no quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is kind of over the hump now, firing the coach, turmoil in the building. So the Jets might just tank and start all over, homie. Heavy. Once again, you want to be a member of the channel, hit that join button, dog. Heavy. Let's get into this article, man. Dexter Lawrence for real in the building. Clear the screen real quick. Dexter Lawrence is a premier defender, no doubt, no cap about that. He definitely is a premier defender. When the Giants selected Lawrence with the 17th pick in the 19 draft, it wasn't viewed very highly. Not that Lawrence wasn't a good prospect, but the interior of their defensive line was the strength of the roster. That just shows you right there how talented he is, right? Even though they had a solid trenches, they were good up front. They still didn't want to pass a player of his caliber up, right? There we go, right there. It didn't take long for Lawrence to become a wrecking ball on the interior. In the last 2 seasons, Lawrence was a Pro Bowler and a second-team All-Pro. That will likely become a first-team All-Pro this year, with Aaron Darnold having retired. At nose tackle, Lawrence has 6 sacks already this year after having 4.5 in 2023 and 7.5 in 22. He also accumulated 50 pressures in 2023, which is an insane number for an OT/1 tackle. So that paragraph alone tells you about him, right? that paragraph right there breaks down who Dexter Lawrence is. He still has a high upside. He's still producing at a high level. He's probably going to multiply the number of sacks he has this year by the ones he had last year, right? Yeah. Already 6 sacks, dog. This season, dude's an animal. Dude's a beast, dog. No way around it. Your defense elevates to a high level. Dexter will be fun to have in SKOL Tide. Muhammad facts, dog. Period. Your defense elevates automatically, my boy. Heavy. But that paragraph, that explanation alone shows you what type of player Dexter Lawrence is, and he's only continuing to grow and get better, dog. You know, shout out Quentin Williams. I wouldn't be mad with Quentin Williams, but at the end of the day, I want Dexter Lawrence, dog. SKOL State of Mind. What's up, bro? What up, big dog? What up, SKOL State of Mind in the building? What up, man? Let's get it. Yeah, well, we talking about Dexter Lawrence. How you feel about Dexter Lawrence? Let's get it, man. His performance has been nothing short of spectacular for the Giants. Against the Vikings, he torched the interior of the offensive line consistently and kept them in the game in the first half. Facts. He also had 3 sacks against the Seattle Seahawks. 3 sacks, man. Big boy with 3 sacks. Man, Get that boy in the building, dog. Yeah, I don't care what nobody talking about. Nose tackle with 3 sacks. That's defensive end numbers, dog. Huh? That's defensive end numbers, homie. Heavy. Okay. You do what you got to do to get Dexter Lawrence in the building. I don't care what nobody talking about. What nobody talking about. And those numbers will only increase if he comes to the Vikings. Think about Dexter Lawrence, right? In the Brian Flores scheme. What? The position Brian Flores will put him in. Not only beneficial to Lawrence, but linebackers, Cashman, Pace, Ginkle, everybody. That will help Grenard out. Come on, man. It'll be a real domino effect. You talking about elite defense now and elite defense now? Psst. Come on, man. You talking about elite defense now, bro? Psst. Whew, sky's the limit. Matter of fact, it's no limit. They get Dexter Lawrence up in here with, bro. What, boy? Man, I might cry they get Lawrence, dog. No cap. Yeah. Vikings got Dex who sit Harrison or Bullet. Oh, no, somebody got to sit, Muhammad. Yeah. Somebody got to sit it down and ride that pine for a little bit. You can still have a rotation, but definitely somebody losing their job. Dexter Lawrence come up in here. Yeah. No disrespect. We just talking facts. Yeah, heavy, dog. I don't know yet, SKOL state of mind. Finna get into it. Finna see right now, dog. I'm trying to find out just like you, big dog. You hear me? No cap. Yeah, heavy. Let's get into it. That is something the Vikings could use in a major way. What would a Dexter Lawrence trade look like? Let's see right here. A trade for a premier player could end up proving difficult. Facts. That's what you expect, right? As stated above, the Vikings have limited 2025 draft capital to send to anyone in a trade. They do have their full slate of draft capital in 26, but that could be difficult for a trade like this. This is a massive trade, huh? The Giants could be moving on from both general manager Joe Skoen and head coach Brian DeBall after the season and trading away their best player when they need to win football games. It will take a great offer to make a move like this. Hey, I don't care what you got to give up. I'm giving up everything for Lawrence. When looking at potential comparison points for a trade, there isn't a lot to look at. The only close comparison at defensive tackle was DeForest Buckner when he got traded in March of 2020. The 49ers received the 13th overall pick for Buckner, and trades have evolved since then. Man, I give up a first round for Dex. Yeah. Let me know in the chat. You giving up a first round for Dex? I am. Quickly and swiftly. Yeah, I'm giving up that 25 first round for Dexter Lawrence. Let me know in the chat. Do you agree or disagree, dog? Period. First round for Dexter Lawrence. Let's run that, dog. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you run it, huh? Why wouldn't you run it, dog? Period. Point blank, period, dog. Why wouldn't you run it, homie? Heavy. Matter of fact, you want to come up and speak on it, let me know. I'll drop the link. You want to come up and talk about it, let me know. I'll drop the link. Heavy. Big SKOL here. Let's really get it in, dog. Yeah, heavy, dog. Make sure you in the chat, like it up, dog. But first round pick, easy work. I'm giving that up easy for Dexter Lawrence, dog. Not second guessing it. If I'm Kwesi, I'm making it happen. For real. Here. Another close comparison would be the Denver Broncos trading edge rusher Bradley Chubb to the Miami Dolphins for a first-round pick. Fourth-round pick and running back Chase Edmonds. Lawrence is a better player than Chubb at this stage, but it's a good starting point. It's what it is, bro. If the Vikings were to make a trade for a player of Lawrence's caliber, it will likely happen in the same way that the Vikings traded for Hockenson. They want to keep him around long-term. Oh, yeah, you definitely keep him long-term, homie. No questions asked. You definitely keep him long-term, huh? Salary cap wise, the Vikings will only have to absorb a prorated $6 million in base salary, with base salaries of $15.5 million, $18.5 million, and $18 million over the next 3 seasons. Well, we're talking about salary cap. The salary cap is increasing, and the Vikings gonna have more guapino in the salary cap, right? If we being realistic, huh? So the salary cap really wouldn't be an issue, dog. Because the Vikings cap increases this offseason. And the NFL's cap space as a whole increases, dog, in 25. Man, you better pay that man and get him in a building, dog. For real. For real. Heavy, dog. That is something the Vikings would likely give a player on the free agent market this offseason. Facts. Now, that could be an issue this year because the best defensive tackles have already been extended. They could also acquire Lawrence, and he would fit under the salary cap comfortably. What is a fair price for the Vikings to pay? With players at the top of their respective positions going for multiple first-round picks, that would be the jumping-off point. However, it would be a major precedent for an interior defensive lineman to go for 2 first-round picks. Tyreek Hill went for less than that. However, it would certainly be more than one. Man, you give up all the draft capital for Lawrence, dog. You got to give up a 1 and a 2. I ain't tripping, bro. I ain't tripping at all. Period, dog. This would be both a win now move and one to set them up for a stretch run under J.J. McCarthy for the next few years. Is that enough to trade away major assets? Yes. No cap, no shit, Sherlock. That's the $1 million question, but nobody would fault Adolfo Mensah if he went for it. Hell no. What? Hell no, dog. What you going fault Kwesi Mensah for making a move like that? Better applaud him, congratulate him. What the hell we gonna be mad for as Vikings fans if he traded number 1 or number 1 and 2? What? For Lawrence? The dynasty that the Vikings building, huh? Oh, man, I wouldn't be upset at all, Jack. Better make that move. Kwesi, you can make that move. Cook Kwesi, cook heavy here. No hesitation, my boy. Like the Rams did during the Super Bowl run, GM said, F those picks. So hell yeah, for real, Muhammad, heavy, huh? That's what I'm talking about, Muhammad. Care nothing about them picks. We want Lawrence. We want Lawrence in the building, dog. Heavy. For multiple years. You dig me? The hell they talking about, bro? One thing to keep in mind, one thing to keep in mind when it comes to trade compensation, as much as we think we know about the market, nobody really knows what a player will go for. Surprises happen all the time. Projected trade compensation, Vikings send 2025 first round pick and 2026 first and fourth round picks to the Giants for Dexter Lawrence and a 2025 second round pick. Man, I'm taking that all day, homie. You hear me? I'm taking that all day, dog. 2 first round picks, 25, 26. Then you send some fourth rounders in next 26, 25, 26, man, I'm giving that up, dog. I'm giving that up. No hesitation, bro. I'm giving that up. No hesitation, bro. No cow. I'm giving that up. No hesitation, bro. Dexter Lawrence in the building. Better take that first round. Better give up that first round, that second round. Man, let's get it, bro. How that do? Elevate your D line, the trenches. That's what it's about, right? Them